Book I'm going to read to you now is called I Am Not a Dinosaur, and it's by Will Lach, illustrated by Johnny Lambert, and there's a note from Dr. Mark A. Norrell. And this was published by the American Museum of Natural History. And the book is all about books about things that we might think are dinosaurs, but they aren't actually dinosaurs. And we sort of just recently uh, developed a definition of what a dinosaur is. A long, long time ago, strange beasts roamed Earth, both high and low, from huge to tiny, sky to shore, but each was not a dinosaur. Not everything that lived a long time ago was a dinosaur. My name is Smilodon. I pounce on beasts I prey upon. Two sword-like teeth flash when I roar, but I am not a dinosaur. I'm a saber-toothed cat, and saber-toothed cats are not dinosaurs. I have no teeth, just pointy jaws, two fierce and bony living saws. I cut fish down to the core, but I am not a dinosaur. I'm a Dunkleosteus. And forgive me, I'm going to try to pronounce these names as best I can. A giant sail stands on my back, to cool and scare and maybe attract. I'm a scaly carnivore, but I'm not a dinosaur. I'm a Dimetrodon. I look just like an elephant with fur and tusks so elegant. I went extinct in days of yore, but I am not a dinosaur. I'm a woolly mammoth. Twice as long as a great white shark, I have 7-inch teeth to hit my mark. I'm a very big fish at the old seashore, but I am not a dinosaur. I'm a that. Carcharodon megalodon. My hunger for vegetables has no bounds. I'm 10 feet long and 1,000 pounds. 10 feet long is like two of Miss Faxon laying down. That's how big that is. The Americas are where I explore, but I'm not a dinosaur. I'm a glyptodon. Looks kind of like an armadillo and a turtle and a beaver all combined. On all four legs I humbly crawl, but standing up I'm 10 feet tall. I stretch to grab leaves like a good herbivore, but I am not a dinosaur. I'm a lestodon. Folks thought I was gone for millions of years, but then in a fisherman's net I appeared. I lived with the dinos, and I hope to live more. But I'm not a dinosaur. I'm a Latimeria? There's some help pronouncing at the back. Maybe we'll look at some of those words. My wings are of skin stretched finger to calf, and my size, it can vary from wren to giraffe. High in the sky above T-Rex I soar, but I am not a dinosaur. I'm a pterosaur. I may look like a dino that lives in the sea, but that wouldn't be fair to my family tree. I swim with flippers. Oh yes, I've got four, but I am not a dinosaur. I'm a plesiosaur. Caveman they call me, but let's be specific. I take care of my family, and my tools are terrific. I'm related to you, which you cannot ignore, but I'm not a dinosaur. I'm a Neanderthal. And a fun fact is that my husband has some Neanderthal genes in him. I don't, but I must somewhere in my history, but not as recently as my husband. I'm famous, crustaceous, a museum rock star with big teeth and muscles. I'll go very far. I'm sure that you've heard all about me before. So, yes, I am a dinosaur. I'm a Tyrannosaurus Rex, T Rex. And then, so am I. I'm a Triceratops. And so am I. I'm a Stegosaurus. And so am I. I'm a Velociraptor. And so am I. Tweet! I'm a parakeet. Birds are all living dinosaurs. I know! Crazy, right? Okay, so what is a dinosaur? I'm just going to read this to you because you can't see it anyway. Everyone knows what a dinosaur is, or do they? Despite cartoonists' best efforts to convince us otherwise, you may know that dinosaurs, other than birds, never coexisted with early humans or mammoths. You may even know that dinosaurs appeared around 235 million years ago, and non-avian dinosaurs became extinct about 66 million years ago. Of course, that's a huge span of time, 170 million years. For comparison, human evolution has only been happening for the last 5 million years. During this period of nearly 170 million years, old dinosaur species became extinct and new dinosaur species evolved. T-Rex and Triceratops, two of the most popular species today, lived at the same time, but Stegosaurus, another familiar type of dinosaur, lived and went extinct nearly 80 million years before T-Rex ever saw the light of day. And you may be asking yourself, like, how do we know that from so long ago? And it's from fossil records. So fossils that are down here, really deep in the earth, are older than fossils that we find up here. And if we find a bunch of animals that have a bunch of fossils that are all from different types in this layer, then we know that they all lived at the same time. And if we don't see those down here, we know that they didn't live at the same time as these down here. That's how we know the history from looking at fossils of the earth. Did you know that not only there were many different species of dinosaurs living at different times, but there were also creatures that lived with dinosaurs and looked a lot like dinosaurs but weren't dinosaurs at all? Pterosaurs, for instance, the famous flying dinosaurs, are one example of these non-dinosaurs. They were flying reptiles. And Dimetrodon, another dinosaur-looking creature, was actually a relative of mammals that appeared 50 million years before the first dinosaurs evolved. Dinosaurs are just one type of prehistoric creature classified by certain physical characteristics. Okay, so here's what's a dinosaur. It has a hole in their hip socket. They have a three-toed foot and an S-shaped neck. If we base our definition for dinosaurs on these three traits, even our long-held belief that dinosaurs went extinct isn't true. All of these characteristics you can observe in pigeons and chickens. Research shows that today's birds, from pet store parakeets to common crows, are types of dinosaurs. After this connection was made, paleontologists, those are people who study dinosaurs, revised what they knew about dinosaur posture, gait, and breeding habits, among other things. Paleontologists study creatures so old that their remains have fossilized or turned into rock. But new research is still being done, and new discoveries are still being made at fossil sites on every continent and in museums everywhere. And I'm going to see if I can, that one that I was having trouble saying. I don't see that. There's Carcharodon megalodon, but I don't see the one that I was having trouble. Latimiera, Latimeria comni. Anyway, in the back of this book are more information about each of these and how to pronounce it. And then here is a timeline in the back of the book. You can pause it and look at it if you want, of different periods. So Jurassic period over here and Cretaceous period all the way to present day, and which animals lived in this. So this is a good book to look at if your child is interested in dinosaurs. It's called I Am Not a Dinosaur, and it is by Will Lach, Lach, L-A-C-H.